What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So Texas Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Houston Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's Young. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. They feed him again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Made a defender miss. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He wants to change this route. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He's in open space downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Leaves it with the running back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab on the left.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Punt is on its way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Got him, and nobody's close. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He might want another play. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Houston, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here.
There he goes! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A little release to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Under fire. It's complete to the left. Quick step and go. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Creates a little space. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Quick release by the QB. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. That's reeled in. It's Summers. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
31, Houston, 7.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Quick completion on the out route. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quick completion on the out. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today.
The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Hudson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dickey. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The offense changing the play. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he tacked on the extra point. So they covered 42 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beebe. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Stone. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Now they'll run it on the toss. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Good right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field.
Breaks into the open. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making checks. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes everything.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
To the air, it's McDaniel. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.